What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So Talarico did a town hall recently, and we're talking about the Texas race primary right now, Democrats, Talarico versus Crockett. And he was asked a question, and I thought, I think some people are thinking like this when it comes to Talarico. When you compare Talarico to Crockett, Talarico seems a little bit more calm. I won't say he's not a fighter, but he doesn't come across like Crockett does. Crockett comes across as a fighter. She's out there, she will go after Republicans. And this person had a question for Talarico about this topic. So I'm going to play the clip. I want you to listen to it, and we're going to talk about it. I want you in the comments, too, to let me know what you think. What do you think about Talarico's response? So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have a political science degree, been working in political campaigns for about 15 years. In this video and in all my videos, we focus on real data, real trends, and how that's going to impact the 2026 midterm election. If that sounds like something interesting to you, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and please share this with your family and friends. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to play this clip, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Here we go.
You preach about love, but isn't that just too weak for the moment that we're in today?
My faith teaches me that love is the strongest force in the universe. Love is not passive. Love is not neutral. Love is not weak. Sometimes love requires that we stand between the bullies and the bullied. Love sometimes requires that we look evil in the eye and not blink. Love sometimes requires that we flip over the tables of injustice. That kind of love has always been a threat to the powers that be. In my experience, when you extend an open hand instead of a closed fist, you'll be surprised by who takes that hand. That's how I flipped a Trump district in a red county. That's how I passed major bills in a Republican-dominated body. And that is how we are going to flip this seat in Texas in November. If you hate politics and you've never voted before, you have a place in this campaign. If you've voted for Democrats, but you're tired of DC Democrats always folding, you have a place in this campaign. And if you voted for Donald Trump, but you are fed up with the extremism and the corruption in our government, you have a place in this campaign. A new kind of politics is possible. It's waiting to be born through all of us. And a movement that radiates that kind of love is unstoppable. I really appreciate that question because I think a lot of us sometimes doubt whether love is going to win, whether love can get us through. I know that kind of doubt. And I guess what I'm asking from all of you is faith. Whether you're religious or not, faith in that kind of love, because it's the only thing that's going to get us out of this mess.
Hello, Mr. Talarico. I'm a little nervous. It's not a question, comment. That's kind of going back to what you were saying with the gentleman's question about isn't love a little bit too soft right now? And your response. So I'm going to tell myself right now, never voted before, never even bothered to register. Mainly, I joined and I enlisted in the military from a very young age. I didn't consider myself Republican or Democrat. I don't follow organized religion, but just hearing your voice, everything you talk about, all of just you, yourself, your values, that's how I identify myself. And it's working. Your campaign is working because of you, I've decided, you know what, my voice does matter. You're not hating, you're not talking hate, you're not spewing hate, you're speaking truth and in a compassionate way. And that just resonates completely with me. So thank you so much.
Okay, so that was Talarico. What do you think about the love wins over everyone is basically what he's saying. Is this a strong enough approach, just talking about love? And I mean, we are in a different climate, and we've seen a lot. Now, What I'm interested to know, let's just move forward. Let's say that it is Talarico. He wins the primary. He beats Crockett. In the polling right now, the polling's kind of all over the place. The latest polling that I've seen showing Crockett ahead, okay, by 7 or 8 points. And so Crockett could very well win. But let's just say Talarico wins. If Talarico wins and he's going up against Paxton, which it's probably going to be Paxton, do you think Paxton's going to say, you know what? Yeah, let's play fair. I'm not going to attack you. I'm not going to do any, I'm not going to play dirty. I'm not doing any of that. Do you think that's going to happen? No, I think it's going to be a very ugly race. And I think if Talarico is going to say, you know what? It's all about love. It's all about love. Most people, and this is unfortunate, but this is the way our politics is, most people will listen to those negative ads. And some of those negative ads will have an impact on them when they go and vote. So if you have Talarico on one side saying, you know what, I'm going to offer, I'm going to, extend my hand to my opponent. And I guess if you're extending your hand, you're not going to go dirty. Paxton does have baggage, and you're not going to address some of the baggage that Paxton has. You're just going to, go high, not go low. I don't know. Is that going to work? Is that going to be what people want to see? Because I think people are in a stage right now where they want to see a fighter, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. And if you are in that camp where you don't like what you're seeing, you don't like what's going on, you want someone out there that's going to fight. You don't want someone out there that's saying, look, peace and love, everything is going to be great. You want someone out there that's saying, look, this is the problem. This is the problem. The way that we need to fix these problems is go after some of the people that are causing the problem. That's what you want. And so I really want to know what you guys think about this, because it was very interesting. What he was saying is he was saying good things. And in a different environment, in a different climate, I think it would be great. But in this climate, I don't know. I don't know if it'll work. So do you think that would work? Now, I will say, offering a hand, we're talking about the president offering a hand to Democrats. We saw Mamdani. He was at the Oval Office. So it could be possible. It could work. I'm not saying it's impossible that it will work, but I'm just saying in this climate, especially going against the candidate that he could potentially go against. If it's Cornyn, I think it would be a little different situation. But if it's Paxton, I think Paxton is going to go after. He is going to go after Talarico. And it's going to be a rough, real hard race. So if Paxton wins, he's going after either Crockett, if Crockett wins, or Talarico. And you're going to have to fight back. You can't just say, no, I'm going to play the high road, because I don't think that's going to go anywhere. But we'll have to see if it works. And you saw the young lady at the end talking about, look, this is inspiring. I like this. I like this about what you're saying. And so he could be winning over people as a result of what he's saying, this love approach. But you also have the people, like the person that asked the question, he sounded like he was a little uneasy about this whole love thing. He was more like, look, this climate, you're going to need to do a little bit more. You're going to have to show that you're fighting. You can't just say everything's going to be great, peace and love. You just can't do that. So I want to know what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more. And remember, stay informed, stay engaged, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. So that's all we have for this video. Make sure if you guys want to send me an email, you can do that, david@thetecshow.com. Like the video, subscribe for more, and check out these videos over here for some more great content. Talk to you later. Bye.